And so today, chat, what we are doing is I am going to tier list the most famous movies that I've never seen. And you might be wondering, how the fuck are you going to tier list movies you've literally never watched? And that's a great question. So I went ahead and I have a Google Doc with all of the trailers for all of these. I think it's like 15 or something movies. We will be tier listing all of these very, very famous, well-known movies that I've never watched based solely on no information other than their trailers. We have S, seems goated. That is a fantastic trailer. Looks like an amazing movie. I definitely want to check it out. Below that, we have A tier. Absolutely looks worth watching. B for, bro, this movie looks kind of good. C, cool. I'll watch this movie maybe in the background of something. Like I'll be on my phone the entire time. It's not that great. At the bottom, we have F tier, which is no alliteration. This movie genuinely looks like it sucks. Rounding out our list, we have all of our options here, but going through them one by one. We have Parasite, Alien, the original Blade Runner with Harrison Ford, the original Jurassic Park, The Godfather, Goodfellas, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, Pulp Fiction, Jaws, Shawshank Redemption, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Silence of the Lambs, Terminator 2, Judgment Day specifically. Like Terminator, nowhere on any of these lists. Terminator 2 was on every list. Apparently the second one's really good compared to the first one. We have Spirited Away. We have Citizen Kane, which is far and away the oldest movie on our list. And to be fair, like I've seen maybe about 15 minutes of the first Jurassic Park because I had to watch it in a class that I took. Other than that, I've maybe seen clips. I have not watched any of them in their entirety. We'll get our trailers pulled up. So this is Parasite 2019. I feel like that's just awful for you. This is just how I have to get a job, chat. Just fake it. All right. Okay. I'm kind of confused as to what's going on.
우리 다송이는 완전 예술가 재질인데. 침팬지를 그린 거죠? 자화상이에요.
Oh. Oh, holy shit, she hugged that thing. Okay. I don't know how to even unpack that. From watching that alone, I have almost no idea what that's about. I'm intrigued. That is the one thing from that trailer is like, I'm really intrigued to find out what's going on. From the trailer alone, I feel like for me, Parasite is going to land in the B tier. Bro, this movie looks kind of good. I'm interested to find out more, but I am so lost on what any point of the movie actually is. I feel like I'm missing some information. And for that reason, it's going in B tier. So we have Alien, the original 1979 Ridley Scott, which I think also directed at least one other movie on this list. Like a lot of these movies have, like a couple of them share the same director. Alien, 1979. So we're taking it way back. Yeah, 40-year difference between Parasite and Alien. Dude, I hope Oz, honestly, really hoping the trailer was just a minute and a half of just that. Like what they're doing with the text too, that's pretty cool. But I feel like something in this is gonna freak me the hell out. Okay, so we still have no dialogue through. The sound design's kind of interesting though. It's definitely got that like old interpretation of sci-fi kind of effects and stuff, which is kind of cool. There's so much happening right now. Also a wild tagline to have for a movie. All right. If I was confused by Parasite, I think they did a really good job of like setting that tension. I've never seen the scene from Alien. Nope. You're saying this was super revolutionary and very, very different from the norms back then. I just want to hear like a little bit of plot from this, honestly, because there was zero dialogue in the trailer, which I think is like an interesting artistic choice, but I don't know that I'd pay the most attention to it. This is a, I'll watch it, but I'm probably going to go on my phone a lot So before this trailer, every trailer was like 3 or 4 minutes and had narration over the whole thing and explained the whole movie, including the ending. Next up, Blade Runner 1982, Ridley Scott featuring Harrison Ford. We're now in the future, chat. LA 2019. So this is pre-COVID. I'm sure they have subtle references to the impending pandemic in this movie. Oh, no, this is actually... this is what LA is like from what I understand.
I need your deck. This is a bad one. The worst yet.
Oh, hell yeah.
A Blade Runner's job is to hunt down replicants. Manufactured humans you can't tell from the real thing.
What's this?
Oh, boy.
Is our goal here at Tyrell. More human than human is our motto.
This is genuinely the people who made OpenAI.
Why don't you come on down here?
They thought LA was going to have like duplicates of everybody. It's just a bunch of influencers walking around eating mushroom chocolates. That's all it is. What is happening? Dude, the haircuts in this go crazy. This is really the whole movie scene for scene. Chat, I'm gonna be honest. I think we have our first stinker on the list. That genuinely did not look like an enjoyable movie. A lot of interesting, like, old movie tropes, it felt like, where it's just like, this woman doesn't like me. I'm just gonna lock her in a room with me and then she will. All right. Job's done. That's pretty easy. Don't let Reddit get a hold of that idea, but let's get our next one queued up. Jurassic Park official trailer number 1, Steven Spielberg, 1993. I have seen 15 minutes of this movie. Let's check it out.
There it is.
How does this trailer look worse than the Alien trailer? Because it's in 240p. Okay, well, that's...
Spielberg film.
Here he goes, yep.
Fences are failing all over the park.
Yeah, that's nice. Gotta go. 65 million years in the making.
Love them using the tagline.
Jurassic Park.
Definitely a short but sweet trailer. I think this is a solid C tier. I would definitely like put it on the background. It didn't like blow my mind. You get a bit more of the plot and like what's going on. It's not 3 minutes long with a bunch of random horny stuff going on. It was a good bounce back from Blade Runner. We have The Godfather 1972. The top comment on the newer trailer that I just had pulled up was, in a world where masterpiece is thrown around, The Godfather is a reminder of what a true masterpiece is. So let's see. Oh, dude, they're making out. That's crazy opener. Don't tell me it's 3 minutes of just still frames. It's just like people getting shot a lot. And then some old Italian type dudes. That's tough. It is kind of funny that this is going to go in F tier. It is kind of hilarious putting what is widely considered one of the greatest movies of all time in the F tier. Moving on from that absolute disaster of a PowerPoint presentation, we got Goodfellas, 1990.
Never rat on your friends and always keep your mouth shut.
Hell yeah. Teaching them young. No narcs, chat. No narcs.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Jesus.
By the time I grew up...
This is straight up how my GTA character is dressed if I were to boot up GTA right now.
There's a wing. What do you like, Bill?
They just digging up dead people. The way they all laugh. This song might like bump it up for me. Goodfellas. Actually, you know what? I do think that was better than Parasite. And for that reason, Goodfellas, our first A tier, which is, you know, kind of crazy looking at this nightmare blunt rotation of great cinema and putting everything like in relatively low tiers. All right. We got 1981, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think if you posted this to Twitter with no context and the majority of the bottom half, no S tiers, I think you might get doxxed by haters. That's the thing. It's like, I want to post this on Twitter, but I don't want like someone to comment my IP address, you know?
For nearly 3,000 years.
Oh, hell yeah.
Searched for the lost.
For nearly 3,000 years, people search for the...
See, I can do this shit too, dude.
Trust me.
He has the same Han Solo energy, though. It's like the same swagger That is exactly his character in Han Solo. Is this the one where he hides in a fridge during a nuke and like is just chilling? Dude, clutching on the bends. Dude, I just one time in my life want to run away from a comically large boulder down a slope. That looked pretty interesting. So I will give Raiders of the Lost Ark an A. You understand what the plot of the movie is, which I think for me feels like it's an important point. Blade Runner, they did explain the plot. The trailer was just actually dog shit. I'm excited for this one. Genuinely, how you been to college and not seen Pulp Fiction? That's the most cliche college movie. Nah, dude, watch Project X. That's a piece of media for generations to come. Although that also has aged pretty poorly. Next up, we have Pulp Fiction. Let's check it out. Another longer trailer, 1994. Let's see what we got. There it goes. Oh, hell yeah.
Come on, let's get in character.
I feel like this movie, though, does have 7 of the most iconic movie scenes I've ever seen in it. Why does he always film people's feet, though, dude? It's whack. Crime? Okay. Definitely has some Tarantino ambiguity to it. I feel like Pulp Fiction might be our first Seems Goated. Yeah, maybe we do like a follow-up tier list in like 3 months when I've watched all of these movies. And then I actually rank them. That could be kind of fun. Next up, we have The Pride of 1975. Jaws official trailer #1. Also Steven Spielberg. I just want to see how fake the shark looks. That's honestly like my biggest motivation for this.
Years of evolution without change.
Do not let the Christians see this. It says evolution. They're going to freak out. I'll be honest though, this movie must have traumatized a generation of like people who just enjoyed water sports. Hey Chad, in this instance, you only have to be the 2nd slowest swimmer. Dude, is he smoking a stogie in that? Hell yeah, dude. He looks like he's smoking a stogie.
An eating machine. We're not only going to have to close the beach, we're going
I feel like he said 17 words in one noise right there.
We're not only going to have to
What is he saying? I think he's saying we're not only gonna have to, but it's in like maybe a quarter of a second.
We're not only going to have to close.
It sounds sped up.
We're not only going to have to.
We're not gonna have to. I think I kind of got that down. I think I kind of nailed that. Dude, it's Jay Schlatt. Oh my god. Dude, it is. It is Jay Schlatt. Dude, this is a banger movie.
Roy Scheider. Robert Shaw.
Jay Schlatt. All right. Well, that's the first one that I just had to really nitpick into. There was too much to unpack. It had Jay Schlatt and a guy that could speak 20 words per second. Next up, we have The Shawshank Redemption official trailer #1 Morgan Freeman movie.
It was not a hot-blooded crime of passion.
Why does he sound like the Joker? It's not a hot-blooded crime of passion, Batman.
Hey, I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences back to back.
I want to genuinely look up how does a life sentence work. Yeah, these guys are just doing the Kai Cenat stream, but in real life forever, which is kind of hype based on how the Kai stream looked. Oh, dude, Morgan Freeman looks so young in this. Holy shit. Real. Dude, that was this is my mom coming to my room when I would like didn't want to go to school in the morning. This fall. OMG, this fall. Let's all go watch it. Watch party when? Guys, what are you doing this fall? We should go watch Shawshank Redemption in theaters. There's not like a ton going on. It wasn't like awful. All right, next up, I think the one that I'm personally just most excited to see the trailer for, because I don't really think I ever saw the movie trailers for these when I was young, because this came out when I was really young. We got Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Hold on. Hold your horses. Okay, so 3 Lord of the Rings movies. They went Fellowship of the Ring in 2001. In 2002, they released a movie called The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers in 2002. That feels like a bad timing. for that movie with that title to exist.
The power to enslave the world.
Why would someone make that?
Must be destroyed.
It was made in the fires of Mount Doom. Only there can
Yeah, bro, if something's made in Mount Doom, like that, it's gotta be a bad omen from the start, right? Like, come on. Man, it's like same era. This also feels very like Harry Potter core. This struck a chord for me. It feels very up my lane. Looked really cool. Like this S tier. Seems goated. I need to set aside the 9 hours to watch the 3 of these because those looked fire. We're gonna move on to, I think, probably the least prolific of the movies I have on here. Again, my English teacher in 10th grade had this poster on his wall. He never referenced the movie, nor did we ever watch it. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975, Jack Nicholson.
She's got you guys coming or going.
Oh, they just get to play poker in here? This seems kind of sick. Oh, yo, me too, though. Region, dude, he's got the extended clip Marlboros. Where do they sell these things? That's fire.
State mental institution. This is Dr. Cheswick, Dr. Tabor, Dr. Scanlon. I'm Dr. McMurphy.
He just refer to them all as doctor. Nicholson is actually so good, though. It seemed like an insanely well done. This, I'm gonna go B tier. Looked pretty intriguing. So we got Silence of the Lamb 1991, which is crazy that this movie is what now, 30 years old plus. We got 1080p HD. That is a treat that we are, not accustomed to in this stream.
A rookie FBI agent is on his trail.
This is straight up I've been here in Mob of the Dead, just saying.
You're a psychopath. So rare to capture one alive.
Bro, what it's like a Pokemon. It's near where that shield part is. The crazy part is I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree wholeheartedly.
Thank you, Clary.
Oh, is it like a metal pipe sound effect? Fused by the premise. Also, he's the bad guy, but if he's already in prison, how are they gonna catch him, dude? What? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like intrigued, but it was just like, there's a weird guy. Yeah, why do they want to catch a guy who's already in jail? Like, you guys already did it. He's already there. It's also so rare to catch one alive. Bro, did you use like a Ultra Ball on him? Toss it in C tier, which is where, we're landing a lot of C tier. Like, we haven't had a stinker for a while. Been pretty good on stinker watch. 1991. Let's check it out. Okay, that's a lot. And off rip. Dude, I think this is just like what the cameras in China look like. This is straight up just like Watch Dogs, the game. They're like, oh, here's, yep, height, weight, hair, eyes, gender, distance. Yep, all of this. They got your civilian rating somewhere over here. Easy.
Come with me if you want to live.
Come with me if you want to live. It's my Arnold. How do we think, chat? How was that? Was that good?
His loyalty is to a child.
Who sent you?
That's such a weird line to have in a trailer.
You just can't go around killing people.
Why?
Average American. That was something. A lot of action. I think, again, for me, this is B tier. Looks pretty good. Yeah, not the best movie, not the worst movie. It is really funny seeing it in this line of like, we have the 3 most different possible movies in here. Spirited Away, Studio Ghibli. Let's check it out.
Stop! You violated the law.
With that, I appreciate the warning because I would like to still have a Twitch account after this stream is over. Let me pull up Citizen Kane, our oldest movie by far, 1941. Orson Welles. Is this like a meta? He's an actor in a movie, as an actor in a movie. Let's go.
Coming attraction. It's certainly coming.
It's what now, Orson Welles? Would you like to repeat that? Okay, so Citizen Kane might be a little bit of a different movie than I thought it was.
Chorus girls for purposes of ballyhoo. It's pretty nice ballyhoo. But here's some...
Dude, that shit's whack.
Some of our real Mercury people. This is the first time you've seen...
Some of our real Mercury people. Let's go to the men, the real people in this movie. Dude, this shit, ass.
Here comes Everett Sloan. Look out, Everett. Oops. Everett
Honestly,
Sloan,
that's a pretty sick shot. I kind of love that shot.
But do you think if it hadn't been for Mr. Kane, the United States would have the Panama Canal?
Charles Foster Kane is nothing more or
What?
less than a communist.
Oh, damn.
I don't know what you'll think about Mr. Kane.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what the fuck this is about. I mean, is this gonna surprise anyone at all? Which will give us our final list from top to bottom, chat. In the Seems Goated tier, Pulp Fiction, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. In A tier, we have Goodfellas and Raiders of the Lost Ark. B tier, Parasite, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and Terminator 2, Judgment Day. C tier, we have Alien, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Shawshank Redemption, and The Silence of the Lambs. And F tier, no alliteration, this movie genuinely looks like it sucks. We have Blade Runner, The Godfather, and Citizen Kane. At least two of the most prolific movies of all time.